Okay, so this is my grocery haul for this week. We're going to start with Carly's for rent. Blood coming out of the side of her weird little gingerbread house. And Danny and Keith's weird little gingerbread house, which none of them realize are not gingerbread, but graham crackers instead. Say hi, Carly.
Hi, Carly.
So we went to Wegmans, which is a grocery store near us. We got some peppers for 0 points. We got some whole wheat Pepperidge Farms. We're going to have cheeseburgers this week. These are 4 points each. We got $17 worth of apples. Not really sure why we spent so much on apples, but there they are. I got the pepper and onion blend for my egg cup. I got some grapes for this week, some bananas and a cucumber, and some broccoli, because I'm going to do a little platter of vegetables with the Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing and the Chobani non-fat Greek yogurt for a dip. I've got some taco seasoning for some fajitas I'm going to make. We're going to try this 4-cheese Italian reduced fat Sargento cheese. This is 2 points. We got some eggs, some Extreme Wellness high fiber wraps. They're 1 point. Wegmans chicken. We got some fat-free sour cream. A bunch of tuna. Norm's coffee. This is, we haven't tried this yet. It is whipped cream, but it is light. 2 different kinds of mushrooms for a chicken dish I'm making with the Greek yogurt also and the ranch dip. I got 3 bags of this week because we ran out last week because I only bought 2. And I use it on everything. And then I got Cool Whip Light, which, if you look at it, says it's 50% less fat than average whip topping. And it was the only kind that they had that was light. And there's Danny. Say hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
All right, so I also, I'm going to flip you around a little bit, I started my lunch prep today. I have in here, I have some Greek yogurt, non-fat, with some ranch, Hidden Valley Ranch. This is less than 2 tablespoons, so it should be 0 points. In here, and I have this 3 times, I have some vegetables to dip my ranch in, and some shrimp just to have some protein. We had some shrimp cocktail that was really cheap this week. This is a chicken salad wrap, which is just chicken cut up, an Olay Wellness Extreme wrap, and some Chobani yogurt that I just mixed up with salt and pepper. So we're calling this 1 point for the Olay wrap. And then this is, it's frozen right now, so it's a little hard to see, but it is frozen turkey taco meat, a little bit of the Kraft fat-free cheese and corn, and then this is just an Olay wrap that I am going to put all this together once I get to work. And this is some fat-free sour cream. So I haven't figured this quite out yet, but I'm thinking it's not going to be much because it's just turkey. But I'm thinking probably 2, 3, 0. So that is my lunch this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will top those off with some fruit. And I'm going to try every day this week to show you in the morning what I'm taking with me. So I have begun meal prep for the week. I'm working on my breakfast here, which is going to be an egg cup. That's just peppers, onions, and spinach. I have all of this that I'm going to be working with over the next few hours. I've got some grapes I'm going to put into some baggies. I'm going to chop up these onions, chop up the rest of these peppers and a cucumber. I've got mushrooms I'm going to be working with, some wraps, some cheese, I got some tuna, I got some eggs, I got some chicken, some turkey bacon, some dip that I made. Whatever am I going to do with all of this stuff? Working on eggs in with the peppers and the onions, working on some turkey bacon, and working on some chicken sausage. I actually threw the bacon away that I had. It was fit and active, it just didn't look good. So I changed to the Butterball everyday low sodium bacon and went that direction instead. Alright, working on my egg cups. and sorry about that, and that's eggs with spinach, peppers, and onions, and I have 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now what I'm going to do is put on just a smidge of the Kraft fat-free cheddar, and as you can see, it's less than a 1/4 cup. It's just a sprinkle on top, so it is clearly 0 points. So I want to tell you that this week being Christmas week, because Christmas is next Monday, and my points set on Monday, and I want to have as many 0 foods as I can. This is eggs, peppers, onions, 0 points for cheese, 0 points for eggs, 0 points for peppers, 0 points for onions, 0 points for spinach, 0 point for garlic, and I have in the bottom, if you can see them, maybe, you can't really see them, 3 pieces, cut up pieces, meaning I took a sausage link and cut them into slices, and I have like 3 pieces in each bowl, maybe 4. So I'm going to count them for 0 because half of a chicken sausage is 0, and that's less than half. So this is a 0 point breakfast bowl. I've started on Norm's breakfast. It will be 2 pieces of turkey bacon on a Thomas's bagel thin, and 2 eggs. The 2 eggs will be free. The 2 pieces of turkey bacon are 2 points, and the Thomas's the Thomas's bagel thin is 3. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I put some cheese on it, but less than a 1/4 cup for nothing, for 0 points. So what did we say that was? 3, 4, 5, 5 points. And he eats that usually with a fruit. I'll show it to you when it's done. Alright, so this is what his egg sandwich looks like. It's just sitting on the table. It's the bagel, the egg, the cheese, and the bacon, and all of that is 5 points. I don't want to spend 5 points for breakfast, but he gets a lot more points than I do. So 5 points for him for breakfast when he wasn't eating any breakfast at all. Pretty darn good. Back here, I've got some EBOO, and I've got some garlic, and I'm just bringing it up to warm, and then I'm going to put some chicken breasts in there, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a little bit. So put my chicken breast, excuse me, put my chicken breast in the pan with the garlic and the extra virgin olive oil, and I have this pan set pretty low. It's about on a 4. Still working on Norm's egg sandwiches over here, and now I'm going to cover this and just let it go for a little bit. So still in the middle of prep, don't have a whole lot complete yet, but I am going to take a break with my beautiful Christmas mug, and I have in here Archer Farms K-Cup candy cane for 0 points. I have 1 dollop of Cool Whip in here for 1 point, and I have some sprinkled cake decorations in gold. Literally, I couldn't even measure that, so I'm not giving myself a point for that. And on the other side of my beautiful mug is Santa Claus. So I'm literally taking a 5-second break. I still have the chicken going over here, and I've still got the eggs going over here, but I'm going to sit down for a couple of seconds. I'm going to sit down like her. Alright, so I came in and flipped our chicken. You can see the garlic sitting on top of it now. And I put a whole, probably supposed to be a diced onion, but I can't dice them because I start to cry. But, I put that in there, and I'm going to let this continue to go until the chicken is done. So now I've added non-fat Greek yogurt, mushrooms, onions, chicken, garlic, and a packet of the Hidden Valley Ranch dressing, or seasoning dressing, for to make a dressing. And I'm going to put this in a pan and cover it with 2% mozzarella, and I'm going to bake that one day this week, and that will be dinner. Alright, so I've added the broccoli to this, and it is almost done. And I'm going to put it into this pan. That's the counter that's dirty from just prepping bagels that fall apart. and then I'm gonna put cheese over that, cover it, and then I'm gonna bake that later this week. And meanwhile, I have started fajitas. In here are just chicken cut up with a little bit of this seasoning, and I'm gonna add taco seasoning after I get my vegetables in there. All right, this is part of meal prep while I'm still working on the chicken. I'm getting that all ready to go. This has basically simmered down to where I want it to be. And I have started Norm sandwiches, which are just tuna, light Miracle Whip, and some cut up sweet relish. So here is the dish that I made in the pan. Yogurt being yogurt kind of curds up sometimes, and that's okay. It still tastes delicious. And what I do is I go ahead and drain out a lot of the liquid so that when I recook it, it just kind of bakes. And now I'm going to add this Sargento reduced fat 4 cheese Italian, which is 2 points for a 1/4 cup. So this is what it looks like once I've added it. And sometime this week, I'll cover this, put it in the refrigerator. Sometime this week, I will throw that in the oven until the cheese bakes and the chicken and broccoli get nice and warm and toasty. And that will be dinner. So here's how I'm going to lay out Norm's tuna. It will be 5 days of tuna. He likes tuna. I'm saying tuna weird. And I'm just going to put a scoop of that and then put it in baggies. And then I put it into a Tupperware container with a thing of veggie straws. And that is his lunch with some fruit. Doesn't that look like Christmas? That is going into my fajitas in a minute. So I spread out the tuna on the wraps. And I now will roll them up. You can barely see that tuna because it's like the same color. Now I will roll them up and I will put them in the Tupperware with some veggie straws. And here's what his lunch is going to look like with some fruit and his breakfast sandwich, and that's more food than he's ever eaten. And there you have it, 5 tuna wraps with veggie straws going into the fridge, prepped for the week. So now I've added to the chicken the onions and the peppers and some taco seasoning. I only got 1 this week because I thought last week it had plenty of flavor on it, but I think I might add a little bit more of chipotle seasoning. Alright, so here are those gorgeous fajitas still working. You can see the steam coming off of them. I'm going to put them on extreme wellness wraps with a little bit of the fat-free cheddar. I do 1 of these and a 1/4 cup of these. So if you eat 1 fajita, it is 1 point. For the extreme wellness wrap, because there's a 1/4 cup of cheese, which is 0. However, if you eat 2, then you have to count for your 1/2 cup of cheese, which is 1. So these are either, which would be 1 for this and 1 for this would make it 2. Assembly. I've got a wellness wrap, a Olay high fiber wellness wrap. I have a 1/4 cup of the fat-free cheddar, and I'm going to take a slotted spoon, and I take a spoonful of this beautiful stuff, and sometimes a little more, depending on how much goes on, and I spoon it right on there, and I'm going to roll it up and put it into our pan. That is 1 of them rolled, and I'm just going to repeat. So I put that in a Tupperware, and that's probably what you were hearing. And then I will put a lid on this and put it in the freezer, and then when I pull it out, I'll throw some cheese on top, put it on an extreme. So I put that in a Tupperware, and that's probably what you were hearing. And then I will put a lid on this and put it in the freezer, and then when I pull it out, I'll throw some cheese on top, put it on an extreme or an Olay Extreme Wellness wrap, and it will be lunch one day. So these are all the dishes I have left because I cleaned everything else. I still have to clean my stove and my countertop. My table is clear because I do have a consulting job today at noon, and this is where the consulting happens. That's all the trash I used today, and it is 11:21, and I have a consulting job in about 30 minutes. So I put that in a Tupperware, and that's probably what you were hearing. And then I will put a lid on this and put it in the freezer, and then when I pull it out, I'll throw some cheese on top, put it on an extreme or an Olay Extreme Wellness wrap, and it will be lunch one day. So these are all the dishes I have left because I cleaned everything else. I still have to clean my stove and my countertop. My table is clear because I do have a consulting job today at noon, and this is where the consulting happens. That's all the trash I used today, and it is 11:21, and I have a consulting job in about 30 minutes. All right, so sorry about the lack of makeup, and my hair is a mess, but we are completely finished. My meal prep for the week. You may have noticed that there was only 2 meals that I prepped for the week. The other one will be, the third one will be shrimp fried rice, which I will do with riced cauliflower and shrimp, a little bit of broccoli, and a little bit of peppers and onions. And then, let's see what else. Oh, and so that'll get us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tonight we're having burgers. Norm likes to grill when there's snow out, so we're gonna have some burgers. I got some 4-point rolls and some turkey burgers for me, which is 2, so that'll be 6 points for my dinner. So I'm trying to keep today really low. I didn't do a lot of nibbling. I had 1 piece of turkey bacon, and that's it. And then, yeah, it's me without makeup. It's terrible, isn't it? And then we will do Thursday and Friday. We will probably have to go Christmas shopping, so we may just end up eating out or ordering in or something to that effect. So that's the plan, so that I can keep my points really low this week, because our family celebration is on Christmas Eve, which is on Sunday. And so my points roll over on Monday, so they roll over on Christmas. So anything I have left over from Christmas Eve, food-wise, I can have on Christmas. So that is the plan. Again, I apologize for the lack of makeup. God, that's terrible. And hair. And I have a consulting job in about 15 minutes and everything is cleaned and ready to go. I feel so much better once that consulting job is done, which usually takes me about an hour. I am probably going to take a nap or at least lay down and watch some YouTube videos just to de-stress and get ready for the coming week. So thank you so much for watching. By the way, if you haven't seen Norm in the last couple of weeks, because he is in a football league that he's doing really, really well. So the last couple of weeks he's been kind of chained to the TV and it's been fine. But he has lost about 6 or 7 pounds in the 2 weeks that he's been on Weight Watchers. So we'll check in sometime this week. And tomorrow's weigh-in day, so I'll let you know exactly how much both of us have lost, if any. Right now, I did jump on the scale this morning, and I haven't lost anything. I have maintained, but I haven't lost anything. However, I will tell you, things aren't moving. So we'll have to wait and see. All right, YouTube, I want you to subscribe and like and ask questions and comment and do whatever you want. And I will see you guys Monday afternoon. Bye.